Major revelations today on the origins of COVID-19 and exactly what happened inside the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Well, 2 years ago, we broke the story here on Sky News and in The Australian that 3 scientists working for the Wuhan Institute of Virology fell sick with COVID-like symptoms. This was Five Eyes intelligence, and analysts suspected that these scientists may have been the first to fall sick with COVID-19, that this was the first cluster where the pandemic started. It was this intelligence that led President Joe Biden to announce a probe into the origin of the pandemic. The probe found, as you know, that intelligence agencies ultimately were divided in their assessment about whether it was a lab leak that caused the pandemic or whether the virus crossed the threshold from animals to humans naturally. Well, today, for the first time, the names of the 3 scientists have been published by overseas independent media outlets, Public and Racket. They report that according to government sources, the 3 scientists who first fell sick with COVID-like symptoms were Ben Hu, Yu Ping, and Yan Zhu. Now, this is fascinating, and it's as close as we've come to explosive information about how the pandemic started. Now, during the investigation for my book, nearly 2 years ago now, I first revealed that Ben Hu worked with the so-called bat lady Shi Zhengli. In January 2019, he started a project funded by the Chinese government that examined 2 new bat coronaviruses. His project was called The Pathogenicity of 2 New Bat SARS-Related Coronaviruses to Transgenic Mice Expressing Human ACE2. In other words, he was experimenting to see if 2 new coronaviruses could infect humans. His findings were never published, and the details of his project were wiped from the National Natural Science Foundation of China website. One of the researchers on my book, Luke McWilliams, made this discovery, and he actually archived the page before it was deleted. Ben Hu and Shi Zhengli's team had taken bat samples from 22 provinces in China. They detected 200 positive samples of SARS-like coronaviruses. So if this reporting by Public is accurate, it looks like this scientist, Ben Hu, could have been patient 0. He could have been the first person to fall sick with COVID-19, and he was from the Wuhan Institute of Virology in Shi Zhengli's unit, working on a project that had only just kick-started in January 2019, looking at how 2 new bat coronaviruses could infect humans. This is huge news.